again, say this, proud of our team. The team has a lot of guts. It fights, it scratches, it claws. It's finding ways. It's not always the right way. Again, at times played extremely well for long periods of time today, and then would have an opportunity, a holding call, or just something that would just set a drive back. And again, the way they play, you know, you move the ball. They eat time, and you ate time on your drives. Like we had the ball 4 possessions. We had a great 7-8 minute drive. The first one, I think, something like that. Then the next one is awesome, and we get a holding call, and get a second 20, get a second 11. And then on third down, he's got the pressure and he scramble, throw it away, tried to make a play. He had 3 incompletions on the day. Unfortunately, 2 of them was interceptions. One he was trying to throw away and got hit. The other one he made a mistake, and the other one was a drop. But Jay Black, you know, he's getting better. The plays he made on third down on that last drive that we scored were the one to Nooney on the blitz read, it broke it off and snapped it off, and the one he hit Izzo on third 10 were big time plays. I thought the backs, I thought Jaquez ran hard. Jaquez and Cam both are running the football very hard. We got to find ways to get that ball in the end zone. Nooney had a good day. We had a penalty on a big play right before half. It's a 40-yard gain down in there that we have 2 guys on the ball, and actually Nooney was supposed to be on the ball. It was one of the inside guys were supposed to be off, and they both and he thought he was. They didn't think he was, so he made a call. And that's something we got to get cleaned up. That cost us points right there. That could have been a touchdown drive or something down there that we made. Defense, we gave up the one big play on 3rd and 17, which was very critical. But what happened on it was we had coverage, but we lost contain. When you lose contain on the outside and don't make that ball come out in the zone, you've got to, you know, and then they scrambled and broke on a scramble rule. And we got to make that ball come out, and we got to stay locked on our guys for the whole play. But I know, again, learning how to win, learning how to play. There's still a really good football team in here to keep playing because we're doing some really good things at times. We had a critical hold, too. Another one I forgot about. We had one, we broke a run with about 4 minutes to go. We're at midfield and driving. Jaquez made a 15, 20, 30-yard run, something like that. And we got the ball going to eat the clock up right there. And got an unfortunate hold call. I think we had 3. I'm trying to. I wish I had the drive chart. Would have been 3 unfortunate ones right there that hurt us in the right situation. We just couldn't make it up. But our kicking game was really good today. I thought Logan was huge on the day. I thought the punt he got off coming out of the end zone, changed field position 2 or 3 times. I mean, there's a lot of really good guys. It's close. And we as coaches got to keep grinding it out, finding ways to do it. If we could have got that last first down, we end up getting that crack on the screen and we just missed it. And we get the back in the flat. I mean, it's so close. It's sometimes for us right now as players and coaches, it's not frustrated, but just because you're right. I mean, it is right there to start playing like we're capable of playing. But we got to go back and work. But again, finding a way to win on the road is huge. And our defense made a critical stop when we had to make it. There's a lot of character on this team. The coaches coach the tail out of them, and we'll keep coaching them better, put them in better position. We'll get better next week. Got to go play a great Louisville team. Questions?
How big was the scoring on the first series?
I think it was huge. I mean, just to set the momentum, to go out and have a 7-8 minute drive and an 80-something. It was over. We had the ball inside the 20, if I'm not mistaken, about 83-yard drive. I mean, picked up third down, we threw it, we ran it, had great balance, control, and it was just a great way to start the game. It was huge, especially being on the road.
It felt like Cam has really been had a couple plays where he's come so close to breaking it. For him to finally break one in a big moment, how much do you think that can do for him?
That's huge, and that's what we got to start doing. Finding, just like the one with, and Nooney has a big play and breaks out, and we just get caught by the shoestring. You know what I mean? We're just close to really finishing those, but nothing they did wrong. They just got to keep grinding and making those plays, and that was a huge play, that third down run, the cutback he made.
Jimbo, you mentioned Patrick. He had 2 third down runs where he's kind of stopped behind the line.
Oh, Lord.
He wills himself.
The first drive of the game and the other drive, when we went down there and he pops himself. I keep saying this about you. You guys keep talking about Jaquez Patrick. Cam Akers is playing his tail off. Jaquez Patrick's a heck of a football player. There's so much character and heart and talent in that guy, size, speed. He made 2 or 3 runs today, one on our sideline early. I mean, he ran through about 4 tackles. I mean, he made about a 9-yard run and should have been a 1-yard run. You know what I mean? And just playing so well, blitzes and everything. I mean, playing his tail off. Those 2 big third down runs were huge.
Well, in that first drive, you don't score. That's
3rd and 1.
Third
and 1. Exactly right. That's what I say. Sometimes you'll do that and all of a sudden forget. If you start doing 2 or 3 of those plays, all of a sudden you start forgetting and you just relax and go score points, and then you forget how close it is both ways. But that was huge.
Hey, Jimbo, with the interception on the halfback pass and late in the second quarter.
Oh, that was huge. Oh, that was a big play because they had a guy coming open on it. But that's the thing, when you gamble on things like that, our guys went back and got the tip and made a big play. That was huge. I'd forgotten about that. You're exactly right.
Obviously, you guys are balanced offensively, but the way those guys are running the ball, Cam and Jaquez, can that be kind of the identity a little bit? Or
no doubt. Oh, no. We got to feed off of that. We got to feed off of those guys and the action. We had a couple nice play actions to the fullback now. You saw Vickers catching a couple nice balls and got out there. You've seen the tight end start to come into play, and then the other young receiver. But you've always got to be able to run the football and stop the run. I don't care how spread you are, football is still a game of you got to be able to run the football and stop the run. And That's one thing, we're finding identity running the football. And, we're getting efficient in the passing game. He had 200 yards passing, 18 to 21. Unfortunately, we had the 2 mistakes, but there's still a lot of positive in there.
Jimbo, on the last drive, Myers missed a tackle that got the kid out of bounds. But then later on in that drive, he makes the tackle.
To get the guy down and gets it down to 20 seconds. Again, perseverance, just keep playing it on. And then he's got to keep learning, putting him in those situations, and because Kyle Myers is a heck of a football player. And unbelievably instinctive and intelligent, too. You're right.
Jimbo, on that first drive, was that as relaxed as the offense has been as far as kind of...
It really was. Tempo, rhythm, guys making calls, putting hats on hats, doing the things you got to do, no missed assignments. I mean, looked like a football team.
Did you feel that, like, calling the plays?
Yeah, you did, because it allows you to have rhythm and confidence of things you can know, and you get a sense when you're around them. Okay, if that happens, we'll be okay because they're seeing it right now. You know what I'm saying? They're picking it up. So when you call those things, it allows you to call the game a lot freer.
And then on the next drive, I could be wrong, but I think it was
same way.
But there was a holding that kind of stalled.
We were at the 20-yard line, first and down, and got a holding call. And then we popped the next run for 11, and then we go to throw a second down pass, have a guy, and we just have a guy slips up inside, we get the sack, and then third down, the guy turns in and sits down, and he turned in and he threw it out. And that's exactly that's all it was.
Is there like a pressing though, like where like if one or two things aren't going right?
No, they weren't pressing. We didn't press. We did not press in the game. That's one of the things I was happy about. It wasn't a pressing. There was not a pressing in the game. He didn't sense it on the sideline. And that was one of the things, if we wouldn't have been able to make that last drive and make the throws and things we had to do.
Jimbo, talk about Murray. Murray did a great job.
He did. Murray come back in the game, made some nice plays. We got to get him back involved. Got a big play on the play action down the field on the corner route, and we get him and Tate. And again, Tate fighting through another big day. But we knew he's got to be a big part for us.
Coach, talk about Cam's performance. Almost 240 yards combined in the last 2 games. Talk about his development.
He's sitting there watching the guy. Him and Jacquez, between them both. I say that. I know we talk about Cam, but I'm not going to talk about one without the other. Because those two feed off each other. They keep playing off each other. Cam made the big run, but Cam is playing outstanding football, but so they both are. I'm tickled to death of those two, the way they're playing football. But he just keeps growing. The more consistent guy, making that good hard run and going down north-south. And Cam's a powerful guy once he gets them shoulder square.
We saw Tate, again, kind of be the go-to guy in the red zone for James. How much of a safety blanket has been for him, the new quarterback?
Well, he did, and we were going actually to guys away from him once or twice too. But Tate made a nice big play in that first drive, and people are going to know that. So that's why we got to keep developing other opportunities for other people.
What's to say about your quarterback? That the 10-10 in the fourth quarter, those 2 third down throws, and he got ripped. Oh,
he got. Well, I'm not going to say that. I thought they were a little bit, but we're going to see. But again, that's one thing I say about that kid now. He is a competitor. He's a winner. And when he has to make plays, no matter what he's done. He has had a big drive and come back and hit those 2 third downs. For a true freshman quarterback, and the plays he had to make on the road, man. That guy, again, that's almost like another game-winning drive that he put us in and 2 big third downs. Guy's got some grit to him now.
For your defense to get 2 stops with less than 5 minutes to go in the fourth.
Huge. Talking about that too. Again, being able to get off the field, that's a huge. Making that situation. They got a couple plays there. When we got some sack, we got some pressure. Got a couple knockdowns and got some pressure when we had to get pressure. And that's the other thing we got to keep working on and finding pressure on the quarterback. Because I don't care. One time when I hit that big play when I think Westbrook got hurt, it had too much time. That was a 25-yard route that we got to pump a couple times, and but we got to keep finding that pressure too.
What sack? I know they ended up converting the first down, but just even to take those.
But it eats time off and takes time. That's what you don't realize, because all right, you get the first down, but you're battling the clock, so that takes time off. They got to move back, run another play to get back to where they were. So there's some give and take in there, and all those negative plays when you're in 2 minutes. That's the one thing you can never have. Penalties, no turnover ever, never a penalty, and negative plays. You got to eliminate that in 2 minutes if you're ever going to be successful in 2 minutes. And we were able to create a couple there that helped us out.
Jim, I know you didn't depend on, or expect to be depending on true freshmen this season, but these growing pains, is there light at the end of some?
Oh, there is, and it's so close, and you see it, and you see the look in their eyes and the work and the things they're doing. I'm very happy, and I always say at the beginning of the year, you don't know what freshmen. I said before it happens, true freshmen matter now, because in football with the 3 and outs and the youth and the way those guys come in, you got to count on those guys to get into your program and make that contribution. There's some guys making some, Stanford Samuel's on defense, all those guys. There are a few more I'm probably missing, but there's some guys are making some huge contributions.
Jimbo, what about the offensive line? It seems like they're getting better each week.
They are. We're blocking, putting hats on hats. And I'm not saying we had the unfortunate holding calls, and I want to see them. A couple of them we'll see. But, again, getting more stability, being able to, when you can run that football, it helps a young quarterback and helps your whole team and helps your defense.
Did James have any more input in terms of the scripting at the beginning of the game? Because you want to get him more comfortable.
No, we talk. He still don't. Well, okay, I trust. He's in that I trust you mode a little bit right now. But some things we worked and how we did it, and things I thought he felt really comfortable with during the week. And I spent a lot of time. I've always asked my quarterbacks. People say, I'm not a dictator. I promise. I let them give a lot of information into what we do and how we do it, because at the end of the day, I'm not making the plays. It's what they feel comfortable. Now, if there's a debate and say, listen, I got to have these two, you got to give me some work on these two, we'll do that. But I try to put them in situations and things that we can win with and that they feel comfortable with. And he's learned to do that. He's not ready yet, but he give me some input in a little bit.
Jimbo, it seems at times you guys take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. How fine a line is that when you have those miscues?
That's what I'm saying. And when you're playing like we're playing, where you're not hitting all of a sudden the 60-yard plays or 70-yard plays, once you ever lose behind the sticks with a hole, sometimes it happens. But at the same time, you can help your defense because you eat clock, you do things like that. It's just the way we're playing right now. But the thing you got to be converting on 3rd downs, but we're close to making those plays. I think we're going to get there.
What does it say about the ACC? Syracuse beat Clemson last night.
God.
Boston College beat Louisville right now.
Is that right?
42-35. Yeah. In the fourth
Boston College is?
Yeah.
42 points in one game.
I'm sorry?
They have 42 points in one game.
Well, no, I keep saying that. Steve,
The
he's
way Duke and Wake has played Duke.
guys, everybody gets all conferences are top heavy. I don't care who you are. They're great. But ours from top to bottom, that's what I was saying last year. And I'm going to tell you what, coaching. That guy right there coaching did a heck of a job. David Cutcliffe's a great coach. He's a great guy. He's a good, this guy, the coaching you have in this league.